Happy New Year, Sterling. It is 2021, and we are in the TV studio here. I'm joined by Mr. McCullough, and we are so excited to be in the new year. We wish and hope that you had a wonderful holiday break. And Mr. McCullough, how about you and your family? How was your break?
Our break was fantastic. I have two children who are at the perfect age right now, so it was a wonderful time. And I felt like it was the first break where we actually had a chance to relax without all of the running around. So Happy New Year to everyone out there. Hope you enjoyed your break as well. And yourself, Mr. Claybourn?
Thank you. Very good. Just unique. It was one of a kind, and I think we maximized what we were able to do as a family.
Great. So happy to hear.
Thank you. So big announcements here this week really are just that we do continue to intend to come back to hybrid schedule on the 19th. That day is still active as our return. We're going to talk about the end of S1 dates that are coming up. We're going to talk about the quarantine guidelines, and that's the agenda for today. So as we get into that, Mr. McCullough, if you'll just help me look at the end of S1, because that's really our big focus here, is we got so much time left to finish strong.
Sure, yeah, so S1 ends at the end of January. However, after today, there are 11 instructional days that are left in the semester. That is it. So there's still time to connect with your teachers, to submit any missing work, and then improve your grade, because 11 days is going to come and go pretty quick.
All right, very good. So we have a little bit of a graphic that shows some of the updated dates that are coming up, and we're going to put that on the screen here in 1 second. But we're looking at our return remains January 19th, and that's where we continue to stay in the cohorts that we left school with in November.
Yes,
okay?
Exactly. So prior to us going fully remote, we're going to return on the 19th with the blue day on the 19th, silver day on the 20th, and then a blue and silver day to close out the week. And important to that is once we return on the 19th, there's only 1 week that is remaining in the semester, because the semester will end on the 26th, which is also our PSAT testing.
Okay, and so the highlight there on that week is the Monday, the 18th, is a holiday. There's no school.
Correct.
So we come back on Tuesday. That's a blue day.
Yep.
There is no fully remote day in that week.
That's correct.
Okay, but the other thing is that you remain in the same cohorts that you were in before we left before Thanksgiving. And so if you were to make any change or whatever, or if you had a change, just make sure that's clarified with the guidance counselor.
Yes, exactly. So we're anticipating every student returning to the cohort that they were in, blue, silver, and fully remote. If that has changed, it's very important to reach out to your counselor so we can make the change in our system and then also communicate with all the teachers.
All right, good. And then any other changes that you may want after that, we're holding that for S2. And we're going to follow up with more information next week on that. But as we return on the 19th, we're sticking to the same S1 kind of cohort.
Yeah, so 1 week will remain upon our return. So 11 instructional days, then 1 week will remain in S1 upon our return. And then after that is S2. We're going to release some more information about the building and about individual cohorts for second semester throughout the remainder of the school year.
All right, good. So then there's other pieces to those dates. If you'll bring that graphic back up. The semester is going to really end the 26th will be the last day of the semester, but that's a unique day too, right?
It's a unique day, yes. That is a non-instructional day for grades 9, 10, and grades 12. So it will be an asynchronous day, and students will still have an opportunity to finish out any missing work or any incomplete work for the remainder of the semester, so that they will count towards the semester. But what we're conducting for the junior class, all 11th graders on that day, is our PSAT testing. PSAT, which is typically offered in October, was not offered this year. We did not run it at Sterling High School, but that day is huge. That day can satisfy a testing requirement for the state of New Jersey. There's national merit scholarships. There's a lot of individual data and feedback that comes back from the PSAT score, which will allow you to connect with other programs and help better prepare for the SAT test.
All right, very good. So juniors, you need to put a big asterisk on that day. Mark your calendar, inform your parents. The 26th is an in-person testing day, PSATs.
That's correct. That is in-person testing. There is not an online or remote option for the PSAT. We are paying for that test for everybody. We're using the entire building. All students will be socially distanced. There will be appropriate amount of proctors in each class so that they will be well managed. Building will open at 7:30 a.m. It will be our normal entrance procedures with answering of the CDC questionnaire, the thermal scan, and then students will be given their room assignments upon entering the building.
All right, very good. So again, that's juniors only in person on the 26th for PSAT testing. All other classmen, they have that day as an opportunity to finalize their S1 grades, and then that's the end of semester 1.
Correct. 7:30 a.m. arrival for the juniors. The test will begin promptly at 8 a.m. And then that is the last day of semester 1. And then we have Wednesday, the 27th.
And that's a break day that's built in. That's an annual thing. It's the break between the semesters. So students are home. There's no academic responsibility. Staff, it's a working day for them as they transition between semesters.
Yeah, our teachers will be closing out all of semester 1, entering all final grades, all comments, but also preparing for semester 2. So what's important for students is they will begin receiving Microsoft Teams invites and meeting times for all of their new classes. So students on that day, although it's not an instructional day, want to look ahead of what their schedule will be because there's going to be course changes. They want to know what rooms they're going to coming into the building, which teachers they're connecting with, and exactly what order their class schedule, their movement around the building is going to be for the start of semester 2.
Okay, great. And then on the 28th starts semester 2. And again, if you wanted to make a cohort change in the second semester, we're going to give you more information on that the following week.
Correct.
Okay, what else do we have from your office, sir?
That's really it right now. We're looking at the 11 days left in the semester. We want to see everyone improve their scores that they have, finish on a high note. We don't want anyone to lose any credit, whether it be for attendance or for a numerical score. So finish these last 11 days with being online and on time and completing all your work. Connect with your teachers, connect with your counselors, reach out for any tutoring that is needed, and take those positive habits into the second semester.
Yeah, very good. And so just a reminder, there is no change in credits. Earned credits is still a thing. We're not reducing the grading scale. Everything is how we pre-communicated to you prior to this semester. So you really got to dig in and finish strong.
Yeah, our average daily attendance is still the highest that it's been in recent years. So the expectation is for students to attend each class daily, and the majority have all done so, which has been wonderful.
Excellent. Great news. All right, thank you for all of that information. The other thing that we wanted to update you on is just there's a lot of documentation, dialogue about CDC guidelines on quarantine and on travel quarantine. And what you need to know is that the New Jersey Department of Health updates schools and provides guidance to the Department of Education, and that kind of trickles down. And every county could be different in even their interpretation. So we have the Camden County Department of Education who meets with their Director of Health, and then the superintendents all meet together weekly to review the documents and the guidance. And then we met even just today as a pandemic response team to interpret that information. And so what you need to know is that the 14-day quarantine for a close contact scenario is still in effect. You cannot test out of the 14 days. And even if you did test and it's negative, you still need to go to the 14-day. So I just want you to continue to plan that way, be safe in the decisions that you're making. 14-day quarantine of a close contact is still the requirement that the schools have the authority to work under. And according to the documents and updates from Camden County, we are still in that high risk, the orange level, if you're familiar with the different levels, and therefore we are mandated to adhere to that 14 days. So I just want to let you know that. I know people will have questions, and that's what we're going to be following for that.
Great.
Okay, so those are the big news. We're happy to have you, and we're happy to be in 2021. And while I'm here, I just want to give a quick shout out and thank you to the parents of the class of 2021 who organized that basket of cheer to all the seniors. Every senior received a basket of multiple gifts that were with donations from many members and businesses within the community, and it was just a tremendous way to acknowledge and show appreciation to our senior class, and we want to continue to thank that parent group and everybody that's involved, and we look forward to planning a tremendous 2021 that's unique and special just for our class of 2021.
Excellent.
All right, so those are the things. You got to finish strong in semester 1, and we got all those dates. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out. Mr. McCullough, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me, and Happy New Year again to everybody, and look forward to closing semester 1 on a high note and launching semester 2.
All right, go Knights.